Hello, this is Joe DuPont down in I'm from Pennsylvania into New Jersey, and I'm just listening to Jon Bramnick show, WOR 710. Great, 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 great radio. Jon Bramnick and the Bramnick family has been doing some great radio for decades. Anyhow, Mr. Gambling brought up, reminded me, I should say, of the David Ivins situation, the homeless man who was beat up by those punks in New Jersey. One of whom is Taylor Giresi, Giresi, and what they did is they videotaped a poor homeless man and basically beat the crap out of him, bloodied his nose and his face, and sick, savage type of an attack. The good news was, thanks to the stupidity of these people who did it, and the videotaping of it, they were caught. The man David Ivins is in some sort of recovery mode from being a homeless man, and so on one level, this video actually helped Mr. Ivins out, and it also allowed the police, who took the initiative to deal with this, and did. I commend them. I was hoping that this was just some sort of prank, and they got some guy to dress up as an old man and beat him up fakely, just for effect. And that's what I was hoping, that there weren't people this sick out there, that this Taylor Giresi was not as sick as he actually was, but unfortunately that was not the case. It was a real homeless man, about 50 years old, and the kids who did it were 20 and 17. And I mean, the behavior that I witnessed was almost like the behavior we saw out in Columbine, when these two kids who were on prescription medications for their mental conditions went out and they killed a whole bunch of people at Columbine High School. Now, you don't talk, and the media won't talk about the fact, or the police don't talk about the fact, that a lot of these crimes are committed by people on these medications. And they lose all sense of reality, and they become cold-blooded killers, murderers, sickos. Maybe it'd be worse without the medication, but the point is, these medications take away the reality of what they're doing. And it's no defense for what they actually do, but this is more common than we want to believe. Now, there is a assemblywoman, Mary Pat Angelini, Angelino, and she's proposing a bill that would make it illegal to film and distribute this type of stuff. Now, whether she's co-sponsored or the sponsor, I haven't found yet, but I have taken the time to send her an email along with Senator Kane, Tom King Jr., regarding this 10-year jail time and $150,000 for filming such events, such sick events, and distributing it. Which begs the question, what happens if someone films a policeman brutally beating and savagely beating somebody in the course of his duty, stuff that would be totally illegal? Will they get 10 years and $150,000 for reporting news? It would seem to me that we want to encourage people to report, one way or the other, such illegal activity. And in that regard, this bill would thwart people from actually bring to the public's eye how sick society really is. It's almost like, I remember watching Hillary's Regional High School when he brought the fact that there were a lot of drugs going on up there, and the administration really, and the Board of Ed, really didn't want to deal with that because it's bad for image. And so they'd rather put their head in the ground and say nothing's going on than deal with it. And I think this is the case with Mary Pat Angelini, being upset, and I was upset. We're all upset about this type of sick behavior, but by eliminating the YouTubes of such things, we are eliminating the possibility of catching these people and getting the proper punishment, treatment, whatever you want to say, that they should have. And at this point, Mr. David Invins is actually on a path of recovery of being a homeless person. As a result of this YouTube, had this YouTube not taken place, he might have continued his homeless thing in the winter to cold temperatures at this point. Maybe he'd be dead on his own accord. So not that I'm recommending beating people up to get them free treatment. I am saying that the whole basis of this law is totally on the wrong side of things. What they should be doing is saying that if you beat somebody up, especially an older, well, anybody, but someone who's not able to defend themselves, whether they be extremely young or extremely old, you know, if you want to put them in jail for 10 years or hit them with a $150,000 fine, fine. But to try to mask such crimes and not let the public know what's going on and let the authorities know what's going on is counterproductive. And I think they should really rethink this. And I think the people who suggest this, I think, should be questioned as to what their rationale is, because this kind of convoluted logic, I think, is part of the problem where we're at. And I think the ramifications of this law are so insidious, so Orwellian, that, I mean, there's already laws that you can't take videos of the police anyhow. I don't think it's 10 years or a $150,000 fine, but I would think that this bill would cover even reporting on police brutality. So, in an era where Obama has signed this Homeland Security law, meaning which they can already have you assassinated as a U.S. citizen without trial or jury, and they can also apparently put you in jail now forever without a trial under this new Homeland Security which Obama signed. We are heading for some very interesting times, and this is beyond the attack on the World Trade Centers and the Pentagon on 9/11. This is a grab of power, and it's one of these things where I've heard people say, don't worry about this law because we're only going to enforce, we won't enforce it on you, we're only going to enforce it on bad people. And I'm sure in Germany they said, well, you're a good Jew, don't worry about this, this is only for bad Jews. And this is the kind of thing, that the mentality that we're getting into, and like I said, the whole concept of taxing the rich. At what point, once you eliminate the tax the rich and you get rid of them, then you move down a level. I mean, if you're so inclined to redistribute wealth, you should just, anything above, what is it, the top 49%, in a democracy, the lower 51% can take all their wealth. Why not? I mean, that's fair, right? Anyhow, getting back to this proposed bill on filming videos and distributing them as a result of the savage beating of David Invins is really, really insane and should be stopped. And we should address, if anything, tougher laws and tougher penalties on violent crime. And I'm not talking about hate speech. I'm talking about physical crime, violent crime. So why don't you look up this bill that Mary Pat Angelini is proposing, and let me know your thoughts. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.